and changed it to 4:30. And then
Oh,
I jumped up at 4:45. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't get our clothes out for today. I didn't put his water bottles in the freezer. And it was a lot going on this morning, but I
mm,
worked it all out. And here I am.
there you go. There you go. But that snooze thing you did today, I did that today. I am so, and you know what? I should just flow with it, right?
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah.
upset with it, just flow with it.
Nope. Just flow with it.
You
Just
guys
be
look
happy.
beautiful.
Thank you. So do you.
You guys look
Hmm.
beautiful.
Today is Orange Day or something.
Oh yeah, I got on red, and then I realized Grace had on red shirts and blue jeans too. I was like, well, we ain't go to sleep under the same roof, but we woke up wearing the same thing. Okay, that works.
Right?
Well, good morning,
Yeah,
everyone.
y'all
I'm gonna
are
move over.
unhappy. Yes. Are
If
you
you
still
lose me today,
bubbly?
it's because I have both kids home. Oh, sending loving hugs, Tony. So
It was a
sorry.
great night.
I'm sure it was.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm
After
sure
we
it
were
was.
after we were done messaging, both kids came rolling in, and mom's working a double shift,
Oh,
midnight to 5 o'clock this afternoon. So.
you're gonna have so much fun today. It's
Oh,
gonna be
it's been a
so awesome.
blast.
It's gonna be so awesome.
It's a blast.
Well, I've got a bunch of updates for you, and Tony, you're actually about second or third on my list, so I'll get to you pretty quickly. It's about Grants and
cool.
Pam Norris, Grants and Pam Norris, because a bunch of stuff there. All right, let's start off first with watch your company emails due to there's a I don't know, someone's targeting y'all through at the expense of me, and it's just keep going. I didn't email Ken 50 times this week, etc. So I will never ask for your phone number. I have it. I have your phone number in a little bit. I have your address, your blood type, your dependents you're claiming, all that stuff. I don't need to ask for your data as I have it. Now, that being said, so just because I just fixed some of my peripheral websites to watch out for spammy thingies, but your email is it's a little bit different, and I'm working on that as well to do that. But just know that there's nothing on the planet that I would ever ask you to do that is of privately. I just won't. I just won't. If it is private, I would tell everybody else it's private and then tell you what's going on. Right? That's typically how I operate. So no worries there. Just be ready for that as well. Special shout out to Tanya. I saw she posted this morning too, even though I was going to bring it up. We've been working really hard as the programmers. Y'all don't know it, you do know it, etc. Been working really hard as the programmers. Yesterday I couldn't even program. Yesterday was all sales day. So this is the
Woo!
problem with being right.
Woo!
Yes, the sales team was crushing it. This is a problem with being CEO. Whenever I'm CEO, I can't do anything else. Whenever I'm on a sales team, I can't do anything else. Whenever I'm programming, I can't be a CEO. Right? This is the problem there. So shout out to the sales team, keeping it busy, keeping it hot. Let me explain to you how this company works, and then I'll move on to the good things that the programmers are doing. They're learning Swift. They're learning new skill sets right now. Especially, I'm working mostly with the candid people. The video game stuff is in action but on hold. I found out I owe some taxes and I need to alleviate this tax issue. And then the Dunn's number would be back reinstated and blah, blah, blah. So there's nothing I can do right there until I pay these stupid taxes. Blame me and then blame the IRS. You can blame both. And both of us are equally to blame for such stupidity, but it is what it is. The so the sales team is operating in a coaches and conferences division very well too, very well, super duper 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 uber well. And well, just know that they are ready, primed and ready, and doing a lot of things. I got them isolated in an independent bubble because you got to keep salespeople motivated. Salespeople motivated. Another difficult animal is always programmers. Programmers, I said this before, programmers are always the most difficult people on the planet. Programmers are always the most difficult. So you'll see programmers have a different mentality. It's also the reason why worldwide programmers can't find jobs. Do y'all know that? So there's a worldwide crunch on programmer employment for multiple reasons. But we kind of brought it on ourselves. We brought it on ourselves. It's kind of like college. So college is already dead. Universities are already dead, whether you know it or not. They're already dead. I'll give you proof of their deadness. They're 80% funded by your tuition instead of 80% funded by the government. That's how college began. Tuitions have gone up due to the squeeze we did in 2008, the whole global recession. And they just kept going up like rents. The return on investment for college is dismal. If you've been in college, you understand. You don't have to agree with me. Just check your bank account. It's not hard to agree with the status of your bank account. Now that between YouTube and artificial intelligence, and soon, my guess would be between Microsoft. So OpenAI is basically Microsoft. That's why Microsoft don't have their own AI. That's why you see Google do Bard. Microsoft doesn't need to do their own AI because they own OpenAI. They're the biggest investor. So that is Microsoft in itself. So I would say sometime by the end of this year, early next year, we would have artificial general intelligence, which is what you saw in the movies. It's when machines think for themselves. We're on density 6 is not. We don't have $500 billion to throw at it. We'll get there. So with artificial intelligence right now in the state it is, plus about to be completely to where Samantha doesn't even need a professor. She can just ask every dumb question, smart question to artificial intelligence right now. School has no place. You don't have to believe that. Just know that every school, every company you want to work for is no longer requiring degrees. So with that being said, there is a state of programmers that we've kind of put upon ourselves. We've kind of put it upon ourselves. And programmers they're talented car mechanics. Programmers are talented car mechanics. How many of y'all know car mechanics will charge entirely too much for something, and you only need them when you need something? Right? That's what we've done in the programming world. That's what we've done. That's what we've done. So we kind of put it on ourselves. Right? We kind of put it on ourselves. I, for the most part, found the right programmers here. So what I'm saying doesn't apply to them, but it does apply to the industry in itself. It does apply to the industry in itself. So you should be aware that don't answer if somebody asks you for your phone number, urgency. And I also don't speak like an East African person. I don't say kindly. I don't speak that way either. Okay. So remember that. And I want you to coddle both the sales team and the programming team. Okay. Right now, Simongola, Tanya, Samantha, Tony. I'm missing one person. What's that picture? Amir. There we go. Amir are working. They're learning Swift right now. Tony just did a whole user interface to some stuff yesterday. That was pretty cool. So just be ready for a lot of great things, but they're going to work their butt off. We're working our butt off. Okay. It's not easy. It's not easy. If you were on the sales team, you would understand. If you were in the group of the sales team and Anne Marie, you would understand how hard we work every day, but you're not. You're just not there. So you don't get it. It's not easy. So what I've done is I've isolated the income. Now, you ain't gonna like it, but I am a wise man, at least when it comes to money, that you're not gonna like it. It would be easy to get an influx of money and then just throw money at y'all and give you what you want. Here's the problem with that. It don't work well for your company. Why would it work well for this one? One of the things about getting money without earning it is it creates a false sense of security. I'll show you. Anybody ever heard of Uber Eats, DoorDash, Snapchat? Big companies, right? They've never recorded a profit ever. I'll do it again. Anybody heard of Snapchat?
Yes.
Yeah. Multi-billion dollar company. Never recorded a profit. There's not a single food delivery service on the planet that's ever recorded a profit. So there's one thing to, yeah, Twitch as well. You're right. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about you, Deanna. Just let me stay in my zone real quick. Okay. Let me just push this. It's one thing to get money. It's another thing to be profitable. Okay. It's another thing to be profitable. The sales team, admittedly, is getting money. I know y'all like that and don't like that. If you're on the sales team, if you can unmute your mic and please let them know I'm not lying to y'all. I'm not lying to them.
True.
Nope.
Facts.
They are isolated entity. How you wish you was getting paid, they are. Now, right now, that seems unfair. It's not unfair. It is. There's nothing else to do right now but sell in a coaches and conferences division. There's nothing else to do. There's absolutely nothing else to do, which brings in Tony, your Lord and Savior, lowercase l. Lowercase l. Okay, there you go. He's like, oh my God, don't
Very
do
low.
that.
Very lowercase. I need good karma in the oven for two sick kids.
Yes. Which brings in that. So what we've been doing behind the scenes is writing grants. All right. He's in the process of writing a couple right now. We've also there's a company that has $1 billion valuation that needs grants. And try to reach out to her today for me, Tony, because I got a phone call with her at 2 that she's gonna ask me.
Okay.
And I'd just rather be in front of it. And of course, I've got Pastor Tony in the position to where he's going to get paid for grants. All right. Every successful grant, he's going to get paid. It's part of the business, right? Part of the business. So now that's two things going on. On one end, we're somebody say something. Okay. On one end, we're keeping what we kill. On the other end, we're getting grants that doesn't have to be incurred back. If you're missing this conversation, it's called stability. It's called stability. Let's see if y'all get it. Go ahead, Jaden.
So then do I need to shift what I'm doing from the personal grants to try to get media ones for here?
I would leave that decision up to you as you are the head of media. So I won't make that decision for you. I will let you make that decision.
I don't like that smirk you got.
Oh, no. It's definitely a smirk. I don't know what to tell you. Like, listen,
Wink, wink.
yeah, y'all are in charge of your own destiny. What you don't know is, Samantha, I'm behind the scenes catching everybody from falling. You don't know that. I'm not even going to show it to you. I just got my hands in every single thing in every single area this company is in. I'm trying to explain things to you because here's what you're going to see. You're going to see people fall off. You're going to see, you already see it. People are not going to, they're not going to respond in chat. They're not going to attend meetings or whatever. None of this is bad news. What it simply means is their lives have forced them to prioritize density 6 a little bit different. It's not personal. It's not personal. That's quite mature of them and quite mature of me to recognize it, that they're being mature in doing so. It's not an issue. It's not an issue. So let's go back to money. If the sales team is not taken care of, you ain't got no damn company. Tell you, it's nothing else to tell you. You don't have no company. Every transaction on the planet comes from sales. Every money on this planet comes from sales. Every dollar exchanged on this planet outside of getting it from the Federal Reserve comes from sales. There's nothing else we can do. There's nothing else we can do. So there's 3 little departments here in this company working super duper efficiently. I'm moving to sales to tech now because I need to take care of these programmers next. Some of y'all not gonna like that. You're going to have a problem with that. You're going to tell me I've been here too long. I'm going to hear you and I'm going to ignore you, just so we're clear. I know you don't like what I'm saying. Every part of CEO can't be so dazzling. Because if we don't contain the sales, and if we don't release one tech product, you ain't got no company. You don't have no company. I said something last night in the call that nobody liked. Nobody liked. If you would just simply share statuses, would have been done already. Let me tell you how this works. Kenneth, unmute your mic for me real quick.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Status gets shared. Somebody shows interest in something. You see it. Please tell them what you're gonna do.
I email them back and ask them questions.
Thank you so much, Kenneth. You're just such an astute answer, is what Michon would say. Grace, oh well, she's. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Y'all not gonna like this meeting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Even though I'm not saying a single thing bad. We're not gonna like this meeting. Okay. We're not gonna like this meeting. This is so let me put this in church terms for some of y'all who understand church. There's a difference between preaching and pastoring. This is pastoring. This is pastoring. Okay. That's what this is. Grace, somebody get on the status. They don't show interest, they just like it. What you gonna do?
Oh, I'm still gonna contact her. Hey, it's not you like the status.
Thank you so much, Grace. Can y'all see what just happened? I just need y'all to no. Can y'all see what just happened? We've got some sharks in the water that no matter what happens, somebody's getting contacted. It's free. It is absolutely free to comment on something that you support that is happening to generate your salary. Costs no money. Now, let me tell you something spiritual that you're not going to like. Every people group on the planet, doesn't matter if it's race, 37-member church, your family, the Duvals or the Roberts, have everything they need in their community right now to get to the next level. That's never going to change. That is universal law. Whatever you're praying for is in your immediate access. The problem with that is we don't know how to be faithful to the few. I'll let you do the rest of that. Okay? That's what it is. Right now, Ron wants me to talk about sponsorship for the sports team stuff. Guess what? That costs money. Where's Ron at? Is Ron on this call? It costs money.
He said he was gonna be on. He was getting out of a meeting, but he's gonna be on shortly.
I think it's something like $600. So I have a choice. I say, hey, everybody, let's help, but I'm not going to do that this time. We're always faced between doing what is right now and doing what is right later. This is always. Pause. Semingola, this is CEO, and you're going to be a CEO one day. Here's what I know. I know there's 25 people on this call, and I'm one of them. That's 24 different people who have not heard a word I said. Here's what happened. Your frame of reference, your auto suggestion, that's what you heard based on everything I said. You filtered every positive thing that I have said through how deeply financially in trouble you are, how the situation you needs to be fixed now, how much your head is in your pocket. Here's the problem with that. How's that working out for you? It's never worked out now, and it's not going to work out later. It's not. As much as you want, so there's something called path of least resistance. This is where you can't blame you. You're not going to blame me because you like me. So you're not going to blame me. But you're going to have a problem with what I'm saying. It's path of least resistance. So go ahead.
But why is that a problem? Like, why do we have to have a problem with it? If it's the truth, it's the truth.
That has nothing to do with me. That's between you and your harvest. But that's a question more for Pastor Tony than me. Just know that every time I talk about money, Pastor Tony gets a pit in his stomach and he goes, oh my God, I need to teach on how to receive blessings. Pastor Tony, would you please tell them that I'm not making this up.
You're not making it up because we've talked about that and I'm putting together stuff
Putting together
as
stuff
we
right now.
speak. So yeah, it's real.
As we speak, Pastor Tony has noticed on his own that as a collective, y'all just have a problem receiving blessings. That didn't come from me. That came from him. It had nothing to do with me. It came from him. It had nothing to do with me. I'm going to show you in a little bit that every time that, in fact, I'll do it right now. I was going to wait. It's actually, I have a list. In fact, I'm going to show you my list real quick. I'm actually going down a list. I'm going to give you the raw list. It's in shorthand. It's absolutely in shorthand. Means nothing to you. That's what I'm doing. It was supposed to be last. It's scam, Tanya, subscribe, grants, sponsorship, Mexit News, and I put that link there just so I can remember. That's the whole meeting today. I went scam. I went Tanya. I skipped subscribe because I'm talking about money so I can set up grants, so I can then set up my screen share. But
Can I say something
sure.
in that space? I wanted to catch you when you was talking about specifically when it came out of your mouth,
Mhm.
that we have a problem receiving, and that
You do. You do. I'm not going to back down from that. You do.
needed to.
Yeah.
See that, Antonio T. Smith Jr.? And you sound just like a son. Ain't nobody said nothing about you retrieving nothing. I appreciate every word that come out of your mouth. I'm talking about how it reflects on me and other people.
Fair enough.
When you talked about this in past times, because I've been here over 3 years now. So when that's important to me, 3 is big. So the fact that you put something before me, you put it before us, but I was here. The thing about what happened for Sandra is that I remember your words to 2 people, and that was to me and to Sugar Trash.
Yep.
So and
y'all are doing better than all those people.
When you said to me, well, you said it to us, you said we are moving into an area that, and this is when you was talking about doing the gaming and all this other stuff, and we didn't know nothing about it, but you had put up a Patreon page.
Yep.
And I'm just saying, when I did that, and you said out of your mouth, you said, I don't know why they doing it, but they doing it already. And you opened the door. But that was something that it just blew my mind, because it was seeds for me. And I continued for some time. And when I tell you, things change.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't even know how to put it, because it's part of receiving. And I have received so much. And that was something that I had to be taught how to receive. Because we really, I speak for Sandra. Sandra Lucky did not know how to receive, because I was so closed because of what I had been through. So because of being free from a lot of things, and one of those things was what we talked about last night, and that was being forgiving. Yep. It was so locked up in me till I had no clue that it was blocking so many things. So when I did that with the Patreon, I was free then, because you helped me get free. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I would have never been able to do that had I not began to do my self-examination.
Mhm.
And I don't know if I said that in a way that it could be understood, but I know what I feel and I know the difference and I understand where I am and where I'm going. Does that make sense? Did I because
It makes sense. I can make sense of it. It is freeing. It is. So let me. I'm a back up to make
thank
sense
you.
of what you said for everybody else. I ain't saying nothing wrong, nor am I saying something to trigger anything. You just don't want to hit. That's got nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me. I cannot, under any circumstances, say, Dion, here is this. If I was to give Dion $5,000, and then turn around and give Jerome $5,000,
Hello.
it'd be wonderful. And then turn around and give Trinace $5,000. And then turn around and give Ron $5,000. Nobody on the sales or the tech got paid.
Then you got a company that's gone. You can't do that. The people who are bringing in money need to receive the money. Okay. Those of us who are not, I'm sorry.
Nope.
Those of us who are not need to sit back and do our jobs. Okay. Sit back and do exactly what we need to do to keep the company moving. But I'm going to shut up now and let you go.
Well, no, it's far better coming from you than me. I'm not going to say that because then it would turn this pulpit into a bully pulpit, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to say that.
Watch yourself.
Especially knowing that I'm not asking Trinace to do anything. I'm not asking Ron to do anything. I'm not. I'm not asking Anne Marie to do anything. She's doing plenty though. I'm not. Anybody not getting compensated, I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm not. I'm not asking you to do a single thing. You're more than welcome to tell me what you're doing, but I'm not asking you to do a single thing. You're more than welcome, but I'm not asking you to do a single thing. I cannot stress this enough.
Mr. Smith,
Yes, sir.
the reason that I unmuted my mic was you said something earlier, and I wanted to comment, and I said, no, let him go down the road, that path he's on. But then you circle back a little bit, which was okay. All right. So I said, well, being he circled back, let me go ahead and say what I wanted to say. Which I think is really, really interesting, is that your first note on there is scams.
Yep.
Okay. And a while back, you posted in the chat, line app, about being careful about your people mimicking Density 6 folks, and there's some mess going on, and some folks have fallen for that. Well, interesting enough, yesterday, while I'm about to eat my dinner, I get 2 phone calls from a 1-888 number, which I know is a business. And they called, I said, no, I'm eating dinner. Then they called back again. I say, wait a minute. It might be something important. It just so happens that supposedly it was my Bank of America company calling me about my debit card. And they had the last 4 of my debit card. And they were saying, Mr. Red, we're calling you, blah, 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 blah. And there's some transactions that was made on your card, and boom, 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 boom. And we're calling to verify that because we're concerned that your card might be compromised. Well, immediately they got my attention because that's my money and that's my card, and I'm being compromised. I don't like that. So they went to read off the 3 transactions altogether, about $1,000. And with these transactions, I said, no, I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that, like that. And they said, oh, Mr. Red, we're so glad we called you. We're glad we verified that. We're going to destroy that card and issue you a new card. Makes perfect sense. How would you like it to be sent to you? Either FedEx or regular mail? And I'm sitting there real quick, you're like, I don't use that card that often. So just put it in regular mail, no problem. Here comes the red flag, folks.
Thank you, Jerome. Thank you for saying this whole thing was a scam, because that entire thing was a scam.
Yes. And what it was they relaxed me. They established rapport with me.
Yep.
They said something to me that was very, very dear to me. So my guard was down. But then the person said to me, to make sure everything is squared away, Mr. Red, can we get your log on for your mobile app?
Thank you so
much. And I said to myself, you're asking me for my password and log on? That's what I'm saying to myself. I said, well, sir, I'm sitting here eating right now, so I don't have that information in front of me or my card like that. And then they said, well, let's just give me your EIN number. And then that was the second red flag. I say, EIN number equals Social Security. Who in their right mind would be asking me to divulge that information over the phone when they're calling me and I'm not calling them? So that was flag number 2. So I said to the guy, I said, hey, check this out. I said, I'm about to eat. My food's getting cold. Can you call me back in about 30 minutes, 45, whatever, hour like that? Okay, sir. Boom, boom, boom. Click. Had my dinner. Call Bank of America. Excuse me. I just want to call to verify whether or not that I got a phone call from you. Blah, blah, blah. And as Antonio's sitting laughing, it was a complete scam.
Absolutely.
But the point was that my brain said to me, there was a moment in that conversation when I was willing to give them information about me that could have been detrimental to me.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I didn't, but there was a moment when I let my guard down. And I said, Jerome, you need to be on point. And I wasn't going to say anything, but then you put the thing in the line app and then you hear, and I said, Jerome, you need to say something, because if we're not on our guard, these are the kind of things, because there was nothing threatening, that there was nothing the way that person came off that made me appear that they were trying to hurt me, but they were trying to hurt me really, really bad. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say, Antonio.
No, that's a very sophisticated scam too that you were in. It's one of the best ones because they know all the lingo. They know all the lingo. Absolutely. That's one of the best ones.
We had that happen the last few weeks. A few weeks ago, went through all that, and they just actually got they had access to everything.
Yeah. There's just
everything. Just
it's one of the most sophisticated ones.
We had to pay a whole lot of money to get a new IP address, everything in a secure place that nobody can get to anything now. But it was very stressful, took time and money to fix. I don't know if it had to do with using that, where we get our emails or not.
Oh no, that wouldn't have nothing to do with us, but
yeah, I don't know about using the email. Can we use our own personal email, I suppose, if
that's how you're gonna get scammed?
Unsure of the Density 6 email?
No, the Density 6 email is fine, but that's exactly how you're going to get scammed, by not using
See that I misunderstood you a little when you first started about the being compromised on the Density 6. So I'm glad I asked you that.
No, I'm glad you did too.
I'm emailing people and setting up appointments, and got an appointment today and emailing through the Density 6. I just wanted to make sure on that.
No, yeah. If you only use your company domain, you can't get scammed. Now, some of you have learned, if you hit your little button at the top, you can see where the email comes from. You can find. I'll show y'all real quick. I've gotten, let's see, just this morning, I've gotten, let me go to my trash real quick. And
it said China had all of our information. Came from China. So, that's why we Now everything is blocked inside a bubble. It's checked first.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep quiet, but I'm gonna get in
No,
trouble
we've
here.
been working, they've been in business 17 years.
Yeah,
We
I'm
know
gonna
who they are.
yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble here. I'm gonna do it anyway. China's the least of y'all problems. TikTok, China owning this company is the least of your problems. American companies do very Chinese things with your data. Facebook has been selling your private DMs to Netflix for a decade. They're being sued right now just so Netflix can tweak their user content to get you more addicted to Netflix. This is happening right now. Bill Gates is the largest owner of land, 823,000 acres as of the last 60 days ago. Number two is the dude who owns the CEO of Blackstone. They just bought 600. No, I'm wrong. 238,000 single family homes. They own 37% of the single family homes in Texas alone. 10 billionaires own 67% of the available real estate in America. Single family homes. So when you go buy a home, you're going to buy it from one of them at an inflated price. That's a very Chinese thing to do. So we've got to be careful with our little news bubbles because they're getting you right hook, line, and sinker. Don't send me go. Don't believe a single thing I said. Just Google. Those numbers were too specific for me to be making them up. I ain't got nothing in front of me. Where my glasses at so y'all can see. I ain't got nothing in front of me. I look at this stuff all the time. I'm always following what they're doing so I can see what I need to be doing. I'm always doing that. I told you before, I don't study people no more. I study trillion-dollar companies and multi-billion-dollar companies. This is all I do. I promise you, 37% of the single-family homes in Texas alone are owned. Jeff Bezos is number two. My bad. The Blackstone guy is number three. Jeff Bezos is number two. Jeff Bezos is number two. It's very Chinese to go and own all the land. Remember, the only thing valuable on this planet is resources. It's not money. It's resources. We print money. Resources have value. So be careful. Be very, very careful with that. Back to money.
I have a question,
Yep.
Antonio T. Smith Jr.
Mhm.
And I'm sure you know it better than I. I just remember watching it happen, and
Yep.
it was tripping me out because stuff has truly been like that. So there's a movie with Felicia Rashad
Okay.
and the guy that played one of the characters from Mission Impossible.
Mhm.
Not Mission Impossible. Oh my God, what is the name of the movie? Anyway, the movie was based on people getting their money and land and everything else, everything on their account stolen. I just can't remember the name of it. It's a new movie. And God, I can't remember the name of the movie. When I think about it, I'm gonna come back. But if you think about it, can you play that one day?
That's your game.
For us, because it was so amazing.
I'm sharing while you talking, I've been sharing my screen. Blackstone is back to a top player in the housing market. Here are the numbers. I just what you I do this all day. Facebook. I could do this all day long. I can do this all day long. It makes absolutely no sense that 37% of they buying up the empty ones. They're buying out the distressed ones. They're buying properties, then refurbishing them, and then selling them to you. That's insane. But that's a war strategy if I've ever seen one. That's an absolute war strategy if I've ever seen one. So please don't ever believe anything that I say. Don't ever believe anything I say. Google every single thing. I'm a millennial. I Google everybody while they talking. Google every single thing I say, and just fact check it. Right? It's one of the. If Antonio, what do you wish they taught in school today? Fact checking. I'm fact checking. I wish they did. Go ahead, Grace. Well, yeah, Grace. There
Is
you
the
go.
beekeeper, Miss Sandra?
That's it. That's it, Gracie. That's it. See how you do, Gracie?
Let me
I love you, girl. Oh my.
let me show y'all while I'm bringing up money. Grace, do some math for me. Right now, currently, let me just, Pastor Tony, just so nobody say this is Photoshop. I hit refresh. Okay. It's refreshing. Let's say my name, right? You see it. This is moving, ain't it, Jerome? Different website, Tony T.
Yes.
Smith Jr. Mexico.
Yes.
This is moving. I gave Density 6 Mexit News. Let me pause. I gave Density 6 Mexit News. I had to have a conversation with one of y'all, and I was like, you're taking no risk. 100% of the risk is on me. You're more than welcome to quit. You're more than welcome. But you're not taking, well, this is what I told this person, but you're not taking any risk. I gave Density 6 Mexit News for the creation of your salaries. Now, where this, I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. The reason why I brought up money, and the reason why, if you look at my little list, next Mexit News, because if you, Grace, calculate it, please. For whatever reason, for every 4,617 impressions that we get $4.26. We got 48.79 stacked up.
Okay.
It's right here. It's right. It's
That is right there. Yeah.
They're gonna say it's a filter.
No, it's not a filter.
They're gonna say it's a filter. I just want you. It's right here. Man, that's how they talk in Dallas. It's right here.
Yeah. In St. Louis.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yes. So Grace, I need you to solve for X, please.
Okay.
All right. I want to get to 1.3 million. That's
Ad impressions or money? Money. 1.3 million.
Money.
Okay.
Money. There you go. So how many ad impressions do we need? You're going to turn that calculator sideways. But how many ad impressions do we need? Deanna put this in the chat for her. I got it. She would have put it in the chat for you. It's $4.20. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
It's what I'm doing a proportion now. Okay.
Yeah, yes, you're doing a proportion. She's doing a proportion.
Okay.
Here's the deal. Because I know that the sales team is incubated, encapsulated in its own little circle. I know the programmer's about to get wildly compensated. But how do I take care of Ron and them? This is not the first time that I've shared this screen. It's not. I laid it complete. I even emailed all y'all the 232 plan, in which number 1 video game 1, video game 2. Number 3 was Mexit News. And I told you what we needed to do. I thank God for Samantha. Samantha came in immediately and was like, I want to be a part of Mexit News. And thank God. Y'all just clap. I'll mute your mics right now. I clap for Samantha. Just right now, for no reason at all. There's no reason at all. She's like, oh my God, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my God, no. Right. So right now I have Ina, Dion, Samantha, myself. I would say Deanna, but she wants to do other stuff right now. Okay, she wants to do other stuff, as she should. as she should. Grace, do me a favor, solve for X out loud.
How many impressions was it again? Was it 4,617?
4,617.
Okay. Okay, so 4,617 impressions to $4.26. We need to know how many impressions get to 1.5 million. Okay, so cross multiplying. All right. So I think I did that right.
$1.5 million is not a random
Yes.
number. It's everybody here at $22 an hour.
So I'm doing 1.5 million
Jerome got
times
it.
446.17 equals whatever that big number is, divided by 4.26.
Every article on Mexit News is everything y'all approve of because it's no politics whatsoever. It's only about helping the middle class make more money.
So the number of impressions to get to 1.5 million, 1,625,704,225.
Hey, Grace, if you can write that number down, well, watch just here. If you can write that number down, I'd be greatly appreciated, Grace. If thou can do it, that keep all your work because you're getting ready to do more complex math that I hate, but you love.
Mm-hmm.
See, here's the deal. See, Simi go the whole time I've been having a positive conversation, but that ain't what they auto suggestion said. The whole time, Jalen, you were right when you said, well, why we can't just accept it as good news? I mean, why we got to make it bad? I ain't never said nothing bad. I was
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Antonio T. Smith Jr. This is truth. I'm gonna tell you this. You're gonna hear me talk junk about you and this team all the time. I talk about it on Facebook. That's real talk. I be talking junk. I have to talk about it because I tell you, there's no. I'm gonna be quiet. Sandra
right.
Lucky just saying.
Dr.
I'm gonna say what I say because that's what I say.
Dr. Ferris knows this. I know this. It's nothing for me. There's two things I could do right now and become a billionaire with but right now, there's two things I can do right now, Pastor Tony. Right now. I can write books because people pay me $100,000. Y'all have no idea how much people pay me for books. Ask Mike and ask Kim. They have no idea how much people pay me for books. They have no idea how much people pay me for books. I promise you, it's no less than 10,000, and it goes up to 100,000. Some of y'all books,
you let it rain on us.
Okay, some of y'all books I'll be writing for free. Look, and then y'all get mad at me, and I'd be like, "Look, I gotta take care of this person that's dropped 35,000 real quick, right?" And so watch this here. I could write books, or since it's writing, Pastor Tony, I could just use AI. Crush Mexit News. Throw ad money at it. Sit back. Let it go.
Antonio T. Smith, you still owe me books, and I ain't mad at you.
I still owe you books. I owe Sandra a book. I owe Phil and Susan 2 edited books. They already wrote their books. I owe Jerome 3 books.
Sorry, that's 3. I'm Antonio T. Smith Jr. That's okay.
3. Okay,
my
then.
bad.
3, and I owe Otis 2. And I owe
Jalen
Otis
1.
2. And, okay, I didn't even know I owe Jalen 1. There you go.
Inner circle.
Oh, inner circle show, right.
Don't forget MP.
Don't forget MP, since we throw in our books. My point is, this is what I did. I gave the writing to the sales team to take care of them. I gave Mexit News to Density 6 to take care of y'all. We don't ever process. We don't.
I got it. I got it now.
Listen, we don't ever process. Antonio is never in the number to get paid.
I heard you yesterday when you said, if y'all would just share statuses, I had to ask D. I was like, what does he mean really about share statuses? And she said, like Mexican news articles. I said, oh, in my head, I said, okay, say that. I got it.
If you let me hold on. I'm gonna show you. Wait a minute. Grace, you got your numbers down. Watch this here.
Yes.
Watch this here.
Created to make it.
232 plan. Pastor Tony, I'm gonna go down here. So number 3 is Mexit, but I need to go to the actual layout to where we need to be doing 20,531 articles by June. Grace, solve for X.
Well, hold on.
This, I got you.
Okay.
I got you. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. So we're going to say this is one ad. And this is one article. It's about right. It's got 495 impressions. It's about right.
Oh, so
Cool.
if one article is 38 cents,
So if one article is 38 cents, Grace,
how much is 20,531
how
articles?
much is $20,531? Would you and then got
Okay. One article is 38 cents. 20,000.
Jerome, I made sense
531.
today. I made sense today. I absolutely made sense today. I know under no circumstances, see Semingola, because I'm training Semingola to leave me. I'm 100% training him to leave this company. I hired him to leave this company. I'm 100%. Pay attention to this CEO, and this is pastor in here. Everything is supposed to be preaching. Okay, go ahead, Grace.
So if one article represents 38 cents, then 20,531 articles equals $7,801.78.
That would
Is
be,
that with us clicking on the article? That's what you did?
yes, that's it.
So
That's it.
we just gotta share it more and I'm just saying.
And
I
that's
started this morning.
and that's per hour, Grace.
Per-
That's not a per year.
Times 24.
Thank you, Grace. Times 24.
$7,801.78 times 24 hours in a day is $187,242.
If we was in the hood, I say, if you mother want to get paid, that's what I'm saying.
Times 365 days in a
Thank
year.
you, Grace. I bet it's back to my salaries.
$68,343,592.80.
Grace. Y'all, Pastor Tony, I ain't come out here with no inflated numbers, man. I gave y'all what to do for 2 years. It's all right here. Then we're going to catch that podcast money too. It's all right here. Here's the deal. That costs you no effort.
Dum, dum, dum.
That costs nobody no effort. That costs no one no effort. That costs no one no effort. That's not Dr. Ferris teaching in his spiritual leadership, spiritual driven leadership. That's not Phil and Susan teaching on Monday and Tuesdays. That's just getting paid.
How many times would I have to click Miss Grace to make this make these salaries?
You might need to design a bot for that. What you think? Do y'all get it? I 100%. I'm not even trying to. I really hate that I'm using I so much, but I need to do this. I donated this to y'all. I donated Mexit News. 100%. I put Mexit News. So here's the plan. Video games, do this real quickly. I've got multiple streams of income to take care of everybody else, and I ain't even on the list. I'm not even on the list. It's 26 people here right now. It's 43 people in line out. This is a mandatory meeting. The only one we got. The only one we got. Most of the people here, Ramadan is over now. Most people, a lot of chunk of people not here would be some programmers and other people. It's not an issue. This takes, in 30 days, y'all can get everything y'all want. See, when I said that last night, it was a problem. This time I showed numbers behind it. Let me help y'all out. What I've done, Dr. Ferris, is I have reduced the struggle of entrepreneurship to controlling traffic. And I control traffic very well. Here's the deal. If I take $10,000 and throw it at Mixed News, I'm not splitting it with y'all. Y'all crazy as hell. I say that on this recording line. I'm not doing it. If I take my money and I run ads, Pastor Tony, no offense, that's my money now. I'm gonna be like a loan officer. First money in, first money out. Whatever impact that 10,000 did, Jerome, I'm gonna need that back. Then y'all can get left over. And that's fair. And that's how you would run your company. That's not how I'm running this one. It's not. It's not. It's not. I'm not beating nothing up. I'm just explaining money. This is why right now Pastor Tony is writing a whole curriculum in his head right now, how to get y'all to receive money. I promise you he is. How to get y'all to receive money.
You see me scrolling while you're talking.
It's here. It costs you nothing. Right now, Noella has $109 in escrow for this. Is it 109, Deanna? I think it's 109.
Yes, sir.
Noella has $109 in escrow in paychecks right now. She can't make no phone call. Tanzania power be halfway off. Most of the time, she's 12 hours in difference, and she has 109 hours, $109. The only reason we can't send it to her because we can't get Tanzania to take our American money. It's between banks that it's been 2 or 3 tries. All right, it's just sitting there for her. Because she's on the sales team. It's happening right now. Do me a favor, Noel. Would you please tell them what you actually do? But leave the TikTok out because we're about to do that right now. Tell them what you do. Listen to this.
So I am a part of the sales team. I mean, you're putting me on the spot. I would say my job is to help us sell more.
And what does that look like? Do you jump on the phone?
No.
Do you jump on a plane and go to America?
No. So right now I'm doing emails and we're working with you for you to get me those videos so that we can get more
Right,
attention.
I told you
and
not to
then
bring up TikTok. Is gonna bring it up anyway.
then,
All right.
you know, now we could have that Mix It News link on the bio, and then people
see,
could go there
see?
and
There
that
you
was
go.
it.
So I guess I gotta do three videos a day starting today. Now she on me about these TikTok videos, y'all. She's not gonna let me make it. All she's doing is sending emails.
Can I say this right there
Yes,
where
ma'am.
you at? Please, Antonio T. Smith Jr.
Yes, ma'am.
All I want to say is getting rewired the ATS way. That's all I'm gonna say.
Fair enough. I know exactly what you're talking about too. Deanna
Is
had to
that a
dip.
boom? I'm just saying.
Yes. Deanna had to dip out of here. She got a field day. Hear me well. All she's doing, and I don't mean to minimize her job. It's important. I told her, because she can't make phone calls, but you want to be on sales. And that's Jalen recommended her. I said, this is what we're going to do. You're going to send an email and we're going to pay you like you're a salesperson. Y'all not paying attention because every single person in this company, let me say it a different way, Pastor Tony. I don't have 67% of this call. You can't do nothing. There ain't nothing for you to do. But I want to pay you through Mexit News like you working hard. Second time. I thought they was gonna catch it that time, Jerome.
Dum.
Share the link. Share the link.
That's fire. That's fire.
It really is that simple. I don't mean to be condescending. I know someone's gonna say I am. I'm just telling you that the numbers speak for themselves. The numbers speak for themselves. If we got, due to, as true to Antonio's training, if we can get $48.79 in 30 days, guess what I'm going to say, Pastor Tony? How do we get $48.79 in a week? How do we get it in a month? I mean, how do we get it in an hour? How do we get it in a minute? How do we get it every second? This is real. This is from March 13th to April 12th. That's 30 days. That's not inflated. Look, that's not inflated. It's y'all see it yourselves. Right? Did the pop-up work here, Grace, when you see the calendar?
Yes,
No?
sir.
Okay.
Yes.
You can see it, you can see it yourself. It's telling you 162 page views, 111 different people. That's pretty good. $3.07. I'm done with my whole meeting. Let me wrap this up. Wrap this up. I know you're going to hear blah, 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 blah. Two things going to happen. Whether you like it or not, these two things are still going to happen. I'm doing some work with Dr. Ferris on the side. Phil and Susan don't even know it. I'm doing some work with them on the side. I have Phil and Susan and Dr. Ferris isolated. You're not going to like it. That's called favor. It is what it is. Okay. It's for multiple reasons. For one, Phil and Susan been with me too long for it not to be. So that just kind of makes some sense. I can give you other reasons, but we can just stay there. Two, Dr. Ferris is Dr. Ferris, for God's sakes, a world-renowned biblical scholar. Some things make sense to have a world-renowned biblical scholar traveling around the world talking about density 6 on density 6 flight expenses. You know how much press that is? Some things just make sense. Okay? Some things just make sense. All right. So these two things are happening, and I'm banking on in-app purchases, which have no labor attached to them. See? No labor is attached to in-app purchases. No labor. And then I'm banking on ad revenue in a company that don't even do ads. Ad revenue over there. No labor. I 100% have y'all salaries. The stability of this company attached to non-labored revenue. You can't get more genius than that. Let me tell you what that looks like in McDonald's talk. McDonald's pays $1.81 to get you in McDonald's. It's an accurate number. They pay $1.81 to get you in. That's what the burger costs. They say, well, Dr. Ferris, you want fries with that? He say, absolutely not. I'm going to go run. I don't want that trash, but he doesn't say that. In this example, he doesn't say that. In this example, he likes McDonald's. Okay. Yes, I want fries with that. The moment he got fries with that, that's 100% profit for McDonald's. He's now paying them to be a customer instead of them paying for him to be a customer. They said, with Dr. Ferris, you're going to get parched. Would you like a drink? Don't insult me. Of course I want a drink. I'm a grown man. Give me a meal. That's an extra dollar to the meal. McDonald's is now $1.50 plus. That's 3 transactions in 1 transaction. Here's the problem, though, with Dr. Ferris. He's not the only one in the car. Hey, honey, talking to his daughter. Would you like something to eat too? I sure do, Dad. That's another 3 meals. So now McDonald's has 5 positive transactions and $3.25 plus. They did that with 1 driver, and they do that 200 times an hour per location. This entire density 6 monetary system is built on this McDonald's model. This is the only reason why I have money It's the only reason why I have personal money. It's the only reason why I was able to go from 2020, 2019 to 2000. If y'all from 2019 to 2023, I didn't charge nobody nothing for ATS. I went 4 years without income. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, you got to figure in the minus your cost of goods, which is the cost of the hamburger, the cost of the fries, the cost of the grease. So there's the cost of goods. The good news is with Maxis News, there are no cost of goods.
No cost of goods.
It's already taken care of. So, but you do have to function in the cost of goods.
Plus the labor of the
right. Plus labor. Plus
yeah.
There's
the
fixed costs. There's variable costs.
Yeah. You got the 17-year-old freckle kid, messing up the salt on your fries. You got to count that. But remember, he's making $7 an hour. So the moment he sell 2 meals, his salary's paid for. So the next 800 people in that hour is all labor free. I said this before, I'll say it again. I have slated for this company for 15 to 22% of all revenue to go to salaries. Antonio, where did you get that from? From Apple. By my best calculations, Apple is spending 22.69% of their revenue. That comes out to about $69 billion a year on salary. Simigola, if we all work together for 30 to 60 days, all y'all will be paid. And I didn't ask you to go outside. I didn't ask you to make Antonio famous. I didn't ask you to make a sales call. Share an article that you think is helpful somewhere, which doesn't bother you one bit. It doesn't bother you.
I ship them all.
Yes, you do. You actually do, especially on LinkedIn. It doesn't. Lindsay does the same thing too. I did this before. I did this a month ago. I showed y'all Mixing News and the stuff that was up there. I did this already. So I'm not even going to insult you by showing you again. Money is simple. I want to Grace, 7 minutes. I want this whole call done for. Okay. This whole call done for. Let me not do 7 minutes. Ron, instead of raising money for the sponsorship, can you tell us how much it costs? I don't want to raise money. I want to make it.
For all the uniforms and pay the coaches and everything, probably about 1,500 to 2,000. The way they have it set up is outdoor basketball league. They say we can get 3 sponsors for up to $500 to $750 a piece. But I was thinking I just want one. That's just density 6. So we stick out more on our uniform instead of sharing with other 2 sponsors. So that's where the 1,500 to 2,000 comes from.
Sales team, can I count on y'all to get $2,000 for me so I can do this with these youth kids?
Yeah.
Is there? So I do this all the time with the sales team. Can y'all go make a quick $2,000 real quick? Right? I do this all the time. They always say yes, and they always do it. I'd rather make it because if I'm going to come to the community and ask for something, it needs to be for adopting some child, or giving turkeys to someone with no food, donating to the prisoners, sending Pastor Tony to a mission trip, which he's about to go to. It needs to be something like that. Okay, it needs to be something like that. Because we can make $2,000 for God's sakes. We can make $2,000 for God's sakes. So y'all hear it now. $2,000, have our logo on the youth basketball team, blah, blah, blah. But it's also, let's get back to the youth. Now, Grace, give me 7 minutes. What have we discussed? Well, Antonio, you pissed all of us off. It's got nothing to do with me. That's not what I did. That's just Pastor Tony got to fix that in his workshop with y'all. He gonna have to fix that. That's not what I did. I showed y'all I've got the sales team autonomous, self-isolated. I'm now doing this with the programmers. The holdup now at this moment is me. I need to fix the DUNS number that is on me. It's something like $1,900. I'm working on it right now. that is on me. I didn't know until they was like, hey, we need to develop it. And I tried to do it. It was like, can't recognize the company. And I was like, what? But anyway, it's actually a blessing in disguise because I've been having Density 6 right under Antonio T. Smith Jr. LLC. Now that's not the case no more. I'm just filling out the whole Density 6 paperwork. But anyway, tomato. Then I'm telling you, we can all get what we want. Because Mexican news is that's it. Because the one thing, if you're in that caption internet please class, if you've watched my brand explode, y'all know doggone well I control internet traffic. This isn't hard. And here's the crazy thing. If I show you my ad, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna do it. Just allow me this little moment here. I'm gonna do it. I haven't done this I showed Dr. Ferris, but I ain't done this in a long time. Long time. Kofi Sai, 704 clicks for $6.40. That's impossible. That comes out to every penny, every dollar that I spend on ads on Facebook and LinkedIn operates like $1,000. I'm so good at ads that I have a whole part of Facebook that y'all don't even know about. They send me special emails because I am one of the less than 1% of, we call them paid distribution for ads. I do it that well because I put so many parameters on the algorithm that you can't spend my money unless you see Semingola, who happens to have on a pink shirt that day with flip-flops and happen to eat at 4 a.m. and then worked out at 5. Like, it got so many different things and it can't spend any money unless it fits all of that. So at any point, we can throw money. But the goal, this is the first thing I brought up in this call. The goal is not to have the illusion of success. An influx of money when you have not earned it is why these companies fail. It's why Snapchat is not profitable. There's a way to do business. I ain't had a job since November 27, 2011. I'd venture to say I might know how not to have a job again. I'd venture to say that. At the very least, I can claim that. I retired from all corporate America at 29, from Little Caesars Pizza for all places. It's not like I was Goldman Sachs. I was a store manager for Little Pieces at 6408 Gulf Freeway, Lamarck, Texas. Phone number 409-986-5252. I still remember it. It's a real place. It's right down the street. That's how they say it in Dallas. How they say it in Dallas.
That's too funny, Antonio T. Smith Jr. Look, I just left and I can't remember nothing but goodwill.
Yes. Ron, I accept you as a Mexican creator. Since you asked that question, I'm just going to accept you there. Please write these names down for me, Grace, so I can make sure I go Dion, Ina, Samantha, Ron, myself. Just put them to the side. They got a special dispensation. Okay, they got a special dispensation. 30 days. 30 days. I'm not asking you to get out here and record videos and do TikToks like Noelia is asking me to do. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm suggesting to you. Just help those who really working. not to say you're not, they're just on the front end. They're on the front end. And then when you get your paycheck, then I'm gonna say, okay, now that you're getting paid, I'm gonna need you to do this. That's all. This is our agreement. That's our agreement. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Child, I'm scheduling posts right now. Okay.
Thank you so much. Because that's why I say I need 2 or 3 people that's gonna schedule posts. I need 2 or 3 people that's gonna schedule posts. But that's anyway, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk.
Okay, so I got a question. Right there where you wait.
Let me write down my last word so I don't forget. I just forgot them. Go ahead.
Okay, so the post thing, because I'm trying to do, remember how I was doing on Sunday?
Yep.
My Sunday live, and I do from the course low self-esteem, because that's so important. How do I set that up as a repost for people to continually see? Because I did the last one that I could do.
Right.
Because I know it goes up to like 20, but I can't get it.
Yeah.
I can't get the rest of it.
I use hero posts. I caught the lifetime agreement then.
Okay.
I think they're no longer in their lifetime agreement, though. We still got the lifetime login. Yeah, I should have listened like the last 4 years. I kept telling you to buy it. Grace, share your screen on hero posts. But this is the crazy thing is, Mike, I'm doing this now. This is me and Grace for the most part. Hit the dashboard so they can see the numbers. And I'm upset right now because last 30 days, scroll down, Grace. I only posted 330 times and I'm upset. I'm supposed to be posting 300 times a day.
Yeah, that's the lowest.
That's way low. That's the lowest we've ever been. That's the lowest we've ever been. But I ain't said nothing. I already knew nothing. I looked at it yesterday. You can stop your screen, Grace. I ain't said nothing. I've been working on the marketing plan, Samantha. The Antonio and his brand post 1,000 times a day. The days of going, well, don't post, you're going to overwhelm people. That's over. Every last one of y'all went to the 10X conference. Greg Cardone is messaging you.
Oh my God.
And that's how you salespeople need to be. That's how you salespeople need to be. That's how y'all need to be. Now, I wrote my last word so I wouldn't forget. Grace did math. Me and Grace, we have a joke about math. I have no idea how this is going to go over Dr. Ferris, but it's an inside the office joke. Grace, would you tell them the joke about math?
Math is God.
Math is God. I tell my kids this too. It's me trying to stress the importance of math. Why? Because math is the same yesterday, today, and forever. It never leaves you or forsake you. If you're not a nerd, this is offensive. If you're not a nerd, if you are a nerd, this is not offensive. Okay, it's not offensive. Okay, math truly does not change. Okay, it truly does not change. I tell my kids in school that they try to do. Oh yeah, that new math is something different. I don't nothing to do with that new math.
It's fake.
Yeah. They doing something completely different. That being said, Grace showed you the numbers. Grace, how many clicks do we need for everybody here to continuously get paid? No, an impression is not a click. An impression is Jalen saw it. You get paid more for a click.
You have to, is it just clicking on the link, or you have to be on the page and scroll down to
If
the
you click
end?
on the link and scroll down, you'll get us a little more money. But if it just show up and you skip it, we get paid for that.
Oh.
That's what an impression is. Grace, how many is it?
The number of impressions, hold on. 1,625,704,225 impressions to reach $1.5 million.
So I've got 2 minutes left. Here's the deal. Watch it. This from Dr. Ferris to Dr. Nisi. I just made up that last person. This don't take no faith. This is just math. For the first time in your life, more than likely, you're in a position where you can get all your dreams without having to pray. There's no need for prayer here. You prayed to get to this point. The math is set before you. There's absolutely no reason to pray right here because God has shown you the way. Now, to borrow from Grant Cardone, it's just massive execution. This is massive action. That's what this company is missing. We sit back and we say what things should be, and you ain't doing nothing while saying what things should be. It's like, remember when Hurricane Harvey, everybody got mad at Joel Osteen for the flood, and it was like he should open up the church, and he did. Whether he opened the church for pressure or not, that's got nothing to do with me, even though the church had flooding. It was a bunch of dry people complaining. You missed it. Those weren't the people affected by Harvey. It was people who were not even rained on. That sound like y'all. If you ain't on the sales team, if you ain't doing Candid or these video games, you just want them dry people talking. Luckily for you, I don't have a problem with it. This does not take long. The math is there, Semigola. What you will realize I've done, Semigola, is I created 3 different versions of income producing assets that have no labor attached to them. We don't have a leadership problem. We don't have a money problem. We have an execution problem. We have a collective execution problem. Simple as that. Of course.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yeah.
It's what it is. Of course, that's over today. Because now you know what to do. Share ye statuses. Just share the ones you like. Samantha, I didn't say just share the one you like. A lot.
No.
You can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next Friday for probably a less CEO-er call. Yes. Go ahead, Jalen. We're done. I'm done. He's just holding y'all up because he has a question.
I just didn't know we could ask like more hard questions and whatnot because I didn't know,
Sure. So if you got to go ahead and get out. I will sit back for hard questions. Have your way. We're done. I'm going to honor hard questions. Okay, go ahead.
So I know we were thinking May 31st for something to drop, but then with everything's kind of going on, do you have a date in mind when you think our first product will drop?
So the game is, to be honest with you, the game is ready to drop now. It would take sometimes to get a game published, like once it's finished, you go to the publishing, it takes 30 days. It doesn't necessarily take 30 days, but just that's safe for me to say. That's safe for me to say. So sometime in the next 30, 45 days, there will be a game up with multiple in-app purchases. It's called Caramel Smash. Alexander's and Adriana have done many artwork, all sorts of stuff on it to make it completely original. Even better. So that's your timeline. To add to that, this is why I've created things like Mexit News to subjugate this problem. So while you're waiting 45 days, 30 days for one thing, you don't have to wait at all because there's multiple streams of income. Cool.
Yeah. And then
you can ask. I have no problem.
When it comes to the grants, is there like specific information that I might need about density, or should I do it under ATS because it has a longer
Depends. If the
than in
grant
business?
if the grant is looking for established business, use ATS. If the grant is looking for startups, use density 6. Yeah, if it's doing that. But the problem with there's no problem with the grants, but the problem with grants is I need someone to work with Pastor Tony. We had somebody, but it is what it is. That's the problem. He needs someone to.
I can help just because I've been doing it myself anyways. That's why I wanted to ask if I shift the focus now, since mine's basically done, and then just start writing for year so I can start doing what I need to do
Will you help him the way you help me?
in terms of
This with the same energy and effort you help me, or are you going to go over there with that same like if I send Jalen over there, it's going to be the same Jalen that I see when me and you work together.
yeah, why would it not be?
Well, then you can go with Tony. Then you sure can, no problem. Jalen's a fantastic worker. He's a fantastic worker. There's no doubt about it. All right, so can you take the lead now, Tony, for that? Appreciate it.
I got you.
And we would make
I'll
sure
actually, Jalen, keep an eye out. I'll invite you into that channel that we had.
Yep.
That way he's in there now.
Absolutely.
Since it's really just me and you in there now.
Right.
Go
right.
ahead, battle buddy. Go ahead, battle buddy.
Yeah, because we got to challenge. Jalen's a hard worker. That's the one to make sure. If there's someone else who just wants to learn how to, we've got it all. I'm a successful, me and Temp is successful grant writer, but not because we're smart. We just had to learn how to get out of a small town and get it right. So they've got all my stuff and it works and stuff. And we qualify for so many different things due to how many divisions this company has. So yes, Jalen, you're now over there. You don't have to worry about the films right now because we just write the scripts and stuff, but we need the games and Mexa to even pay for the films. That's how I got it set up. Remember, there's budgets, and unless you coming out your pocket with a budget, which I do not want you to do, we need the games and the Mexican news to pay for the films.
Yeah, the only thing I was gonna possibly come out of pocket for was to get my own personal equipment to start now. I want to be ahead of the game.
That's fair.
All this production stuff, it takes time.
That's fair. Plus, you already know some of this stuff we're gonna be buying extra equipment and giving it to you anyway, right? And the company plus you plus. So that's fair. Dr. Fair says he's clicking the ad right now. That's completely fair. Those of you who write Mexican news articles, feel free to promote yourself in Line App because you're not promoting yourself. You're telling these folk to click. You understand? You're telling these folk to click. So be not humble. Go on in there and make that work. Okay, go on in there and make that work. For sure. Samantha, I'm telling you, 24 hours in, she was writing articles and stuff. It's not easy. It's not hard, but there are certain kind of people. Good. Any more tough questions? I have no problem with tough questions because I ain't doing nothing wrong. If I was guilty, I would have a major problem with tough questions.
I have an easy question.
Yes, sir.
Can you show us your screen and do exactly what you're asking us to do?
Yep. Sure can. So the best way that what I would do personally is I would come to Mexit News and I'm going to answer his question the way Antonio would do this because he asked, show us what. I'll answer both. I would show you what I would answer his question, show you what we should do, and I would show you what I would do. Show you what I would do. I don't like thinking. So mine is going to be a little bit more random than yours. So here's Mexit. I'll spread it out just a little bit more. Here's Mexit. This typically changes every 24 hours or so. I think I got an ad block. Whatever. This typically changes every 24 hours. This kind of stays here. Here's the actual podcast. But right here, Antonio Smith does not mean I wrote it. This is a tag that means that Dion probably wrote something about me. You can pick anyone. Oh, it's not finished loading. That's the problem. Anyway, not finished loading aside. I'm not sure what's wrong. I know my internet was acting up this morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's
It
going
was
on. Anyway,
taking a little bit of time for me too when I was for the picture to pop up.
all right, well, I'll go in the back and fix whatever speed, whatever's problems going on. But anywho, so you pick any article, doesn't matter. You can either randomly scroll, find one you like, doesn't matter. Click it, and then you'll get the link. And when you actually you can hit right click, copy link if you want to. That works. That's what I just did. And then, but this link is about to populate right now. And then you go on your Facebook. So here's the link. Then you go on your Facebook, your LinkedIn, and what you do is you post a link, hit enter, let it populate, and then I gotta move this little thing out of the way. High floating menu controls. Which and then this is what I would do. I would come, copy and paste one paragraph.
Taught me to do. That's what I do.
Yep. Put quotes. Don't matter which paragraph you type. Doesn't matter. Post. It's that simple. You don't need to have the best words that sell the best words. That's unnecessary. Then you hit post, and right there, this looks like a real deal thing. Bam. That's what I'm asking you to do now, Pastor Tony. Well, what I do, well, that's a little different, okay? What I would do, well, I would take y'all back to the homepage. What I would do is I would come to the search. Actually, this is what I would do. Exit, bam. Share my screen again. Hey, before I start, I don't want to share. Before I start, did y'all understand what I just did? Took a link, paragraph, post. Okay, cool. It makes you look smart. You know, you're not just posting a link, you're saying something about it. Pretty good. Okay. This is what I would do. Please give me 50 keywords to use for a news site that focuses on the middle class and helpful tips for daily life, business, finance, and then make up 10 more categories for me first before you give me the 50 keywords so I can better prompt you. Bam. So now let's start by creating the 10 categories. Noted. I just want to get these 10. Oh yeah, it's definitely my internet. There was an outage this morning. I thought I was gonna be able to do the call. Outage this morning. This is exactly what I would do. Antonio don't like thinking, Phil. So what I would do is I would do all my thinking for 5 minutes and stop thinking. I'll show you. And here are the 50. Actually, perfect. That's perfect. I don't want the 50 keywords first. Okay. I stopped it for the. So now what I'm going to do is recopy this. Bam. Copy this. Bam. Change my prompt. Please give me 50 keywords to use for news site to focus on middle class helpful tips, daily life. For all the info below. Bam. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to ChatGPT 3.5, since most of you would have that. And bam. That's what I'm going to do. Right there. Give me 50 of them. Cool. Yeah, I got it. And watch this here. Please give me 50 more.
We can't hit that because it's not in the chat. We can't.
You can't hear me?
No, we can't hear you because the prompt is not in the chat. That's
Oh, yes. My bad. My bad. Yes, I got you.
Thank you, Grace.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll put it in line now because I don't think it's gonna fit in the chat. I'll put it in the main D6 group. Right. There we go. Spot on. Bam. There you go. There's your prompt now.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. So now I'm gonna put, please give me 50 more that do not repeat this list. Like you can't ask an AI expert what he would do because I'm going to automate all my work. It makes sense, Pastor Tony, what I'm doing. It really does. When you think about my skill sets, I'm absolutely going to automate it. And watch this here. Just so I don't confuse GPT-3, middle class. Please give me 50 words. You focus on the middle class and but do not repeat this list. So I'll do. Actually, I can just do this. Is just fine. Can't get repeat. It can't get confused. Got me some more. So now, guess what I'm gonna do? Please give me 50 more and don't repeat this list. So now I got some more. I'll show you. Let me tell you. So now what I have is 50, 100, 50. Now I want to say, please give me 150 more that do not repeat this list. Let's get them. It's no problem for me. Doesn't bother me one bit. Okay, gave me 100 more. I'll take that. So now I have 250. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I have 250. Please give me 100 more that do not repeat this list. Not a problem. So I know this is 150. So I'm just going to come in here and just copy and paste this whole thing. So I can scroll up. Cancel that. Here's 90. So 150, that's 240. No, I did it wrong. That was 150. And I asked for, how much was this?
So is it 250 plus 90?
Yeah, this was 250, right? Yes, 250 plus. Okay, there you go. But 250 plus 90, that's what I was missing. So that is 240, 340. Now, I'm going to ask, please give me 50 more that do not repeat this list. I only need 50 now. I'll show you why in a second. So I got 240 here. Plus 60. No, it's 340, right? Am I messing up? It's 340. So I got 400.
Sure, that 400.
Now I got a full year worth of searches. That's what I have now. I don't have to remember. I don't want to think. Remember, I don't want to think. So when I'm going to post every day, guess what I'm going to do? I'm not going to think. I got a year's worth. Now it's just moving my little fingers, my little fat fingers across the mouse pad. That's all now. That's all I'm going to do.
So wait. So let's say, okay, so one of them I see it says zero waste party planning workshops.
Okay, I'm gonna show you what to do.
What do you?
Okay. Let me just save this wonderful list because somebody's gonna be like, Antonio, if you could just give me that list, bro, I'll just knock that out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, you know,
that was gonna be me.
Okay, okay.
Hey,
Just
I
give
asked
me
the
that
question.
list. I got it.
I asked the question.
So all y'all gonna get it. Keyword list for Mexit. I'll show you what I'm gonna do.
Antonio, we all be doing the same post? Will it be the same post?
No, it won't be the same post due to that was a good question. Reason won't be the same post because it's going to give multiple searches back. Plus, if we do our job right, we're going to keep adding 100 articles a day. If we do our job right. Now I want to come back to Mexican news, Ebony. And I'm just going to take just the number one keyword. I don't even know what it is. It's tax planning strategies. And I'm going to come into the search. And I'm going to type in tax planning strategies. I'm not going to do anything else. Like, there's nothing else for me to do. And then if that don't work, I'm going to put in tax planning strategies. You know what I'm saying? So that was too long. Not a problem.
Money.
No, it's not a problem. Just that one keyword gave me 3 keywords. It's not a problem. Now tax shows up. Am I going to think, Pastor Tony? Absolutely not. I'm going to click this, and now I have a random function that I can go to. Yeah, I get it, and I can go on and on and on. There's so many articles here, and the search is so good, you can genuinely post in anything. Just about. And if you get a no return, the search is just too long. Just back it up a little bit, make it a little less specific and more broad. Everybody got it? So what I would do for you now is I would email you this entire list.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll do it right now to everybody. Some people don't get it and they ain't gonna know what I'm talking about, but it doesn't matter. Density 6 keyword list from this morning, D6 day.
So you get the information from this news article to use those keywords to put a post up together, just trying to put it back all in my head.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Personally, here you go. All y'all got the list now. What I'm doing is, instead of Phil asked a great question, show us how to get it done. If we keep posting, what y'all were going to try to do is y'all were going to try to be organized. And you're going to go scroll down. But the problem is, if we post, you're going to be a lot of stuff everywhere. And then you'll be like, I don't want to post the same thing over and over. So I'm solving that problem. And what I actually solved was I got a year ahead. I spent 5 minutes with ChatGPT to give me a year worth of searches because I don't want to think. Because thinking is going to make me go, you know what, Antonio, this is too much. I don't feel like doing this right now. So I don't want to go through that. So I got a year worth of words. And if I type in daddy, I have no idea what's going to pop up. It should pop up Antonio, because, I am daddy. You understand what I'm saying? But we're going to see it, we don't see. All right, there you go. And there you go. Have a sugar daddy or a sugar mama. There you go. And then you can post, if you can schedule, you can take this whole thing and then you can take all these on the side. It doesn't matter. Okay, these comments are trash. I'm trying to get rid of these comments. I've also fixed it to where our comments will stop being so spammy now. I fixed it yesterday.
So basically just copy and paste from there.
Just take this link. So you'll take this link and you'll go, right, you'll put this in LinkedIn. It will then populate, and then you will
use a keyword.
Yeah, you take what is a sugar daddy right here, without thinking. Quote, bam, bam. Here's a bona fide article. Bona fide post. This another thing you can do too is you can take, if you say, "Oh, I like this. I want to focus on this one category." Then you click cybersecurity, and everything cybersecurity will pop up if you just click this category. If you like just what Tempest writes, or you want to focus on that, you can just click that, and every last one of her articles will pop up. There you go. There you go. That second one should have been confusing without being confusing, but it should have been confusing because that had a bit more of AI talk on it. But it's the same thing. I just got myself a year ahead.
And the keywords that you have, those will be, that's a separate thing that
No,
you just,
you put them in the search, and anything that pops up, run with it.
okay, so whatever those keywords were, put in the search where you put daddy at.
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. There you
Okay.
go.
Got you,
There you
100%.
go. And everybody gets paid.
Wow.
Completely random. In this particular case, randomness is king. Because you don't have to penalize yourself for posting the same one. Because what's going to happen? You're going to be like Grace. You're going to be like, okay, I need to get organized so I don't do the same. Don't do that. All you're going to do is frustrate yourself and slow yourself down. Don't do that. We don't care if you're posting the same one, because you're not going to be able to keep posting the same one, because we're going to do our job. And we don't care if two people post the same post, because two people post the same post for CNN. If Donald Trump say something hot and fire right now, 1 billion people go post that hot and fire link. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. Y'all get it? Oh, yeah. Mexitverse.com. Mexitverse. I have big plans for Mexit News, so I called it Verse. Mexitverse. Yeah. Yeah, it'll help. It'll help, Susan. Yeah, Mexitverse.com. It'll help. Sure will. Y'all get it?
I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
So those 300 search things that you put in there, so can I do, since I have my average of 10, can I do 5 articles from that list that you have, and then 5 on density
Good question,
6?
because I think the answer is yes, but hold on. Repeat the very last part of that, because I felt like you said something more powerful than I heard.
So I want to do 5 from the list that you just gave us. So I'll do 5 articles on that. And then I do density 6. So do 5 articles on density 6. So I make my
you're talking about the categories. Got it. Okay, I got you. Okay, got you. Yeah, sure, you can do that. Let me help you out another way too. Oh, that's not this. Let me help out another way as well. For those of you who write in articles, you can take the same list I just gave you. Okay. You can take the same list I just gave you, and we'll do 5 at a time, okay? And we use ChatGPT 3. We'll do 5 at a time, and we use ChatGPT 3. Because most of you are going to have ChatGPT 3, so I don't want to have an advantage over you. Let me use ChatGPT 3. So you're going to say, this is what you're going to do. Please give me 6 talking points a piece in each of the categories below for a news blog. Watch this here. So I'm going to put this directly in the Zoom chat. I put it in both. I put it in Line App and Zoom chat. So now you can see the talking points. Y'all see the talking points, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got it?
Got it.
And then you're going to put please create me a writing style guide for a fun news company that focuses on wealth creation for the middle class. Let's make the writing style guide expanded to include tone, structure, quote, sources in APA format, and 3 other data points. I am not thinking. This time, I'm going to do this for you real quick. I'm going to do this for you. This time, I'm going to get out of 4. I'm going to hand you this writing prompt.
Thank you.
Yes. So anybody who wants to use it, y'all are grown, but 4 is going to do this a little better. And I see your hand, Samantha. 4 is going to do this a little better than 3. So I'm gonna give this to you for you. Y'all get it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's call this the Mexit News Writing Style Guide. Let's okay. And how can we improve this so the writing sounds more human than AI generated, and let's stay away from commonly AI used phrases such as tapestry.
Oh, I hate that word every time.
A testament of delve, etc. Again, AI, artificial intelligence engineer, some of this stuff I can do. But worry not, because Semi-Go is going to learn all of this. Any programmer working with me is going to learn all of this. You have no choice, or you're fired. Man, you have to let me teach you everything I know. Okay, that's the goal, because I got to make you better than me. Okay, now look. Tone, lively and friendly, supportive and positive, relatable, grab attention early, clear and organized, meaningful conclusions, citing AP. Hey, you're going to look far better when you. Let me show you. Then you're going to put, please write me 500 words
Or
on
more.
500 words on the subject, below, and use the Mexit News writing style guide below. Then I'm going to put you are talking about, which I have no idea. I'm going to transfer this to Word document now. I'm going to send this to all of you in Word document. Is that okay? I mean, I'm going to send it in Word document, but I'm going to put it in Line app. That's what I'm going to do.
Thank you.
Yeah. What I'm going to do. You can use it. You can tweak it. You're more than welcome, Samantha. You can say, hey, can you change this up a little bit for me? You can do whatever you want. I have no preference here. So let me show you now. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing, and then I'm gonna give Samantha's question. Remember, we're not over time. We stayed back to answer y'all questions that y'all wanted. All right. And it seems to be working out pretty well. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Yes. You want to make sure that's clear. All right. You want to make sure that's clear. All right. Boom, bam. So y'all can see my Word document, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me a second. Keep a good little format here going on for you. Bam. Mexit News writing style guide. Mexit News writing style guide. And then you're going to put, here is, you're talking about this. This is the first of the 6. Okay. This is the first of the 6. So this is your prompt. Please write me 500 words on the subject below. And you're talking about this. Here's your mix. It cannot get confused. It cannot get confused now. And then copy and paste this. Every time you change, you're just going to change this one part. Is that clear? Everybody clear? You're only changing this part. Antonio, how am I going to get all of my articles? Great question. Where are we at? Where is now? This is just for the Mexican news writers, actually, but you can use this for your own company and brand. Is everybody okay with this? You can use this for Ina and Associates. Right? You can use this for your own company brand. You can use this for Janice and Associates or whatever you got going on. I'm looking for the proper screen to share. I got too many screens up. Where is your Safari? There we go. So where did I get this from? ChatGPT when I asked, please give me 6 talking points for these 5. So the long email y'all got from me, just asked for 6 talking points. Okay. So I'm not going to send you this because you can do it yourself. You get it? Like, please give me 6 talking points for each category. If I did not send this, I put it in line out just for, oh, I did it already. Okay, good.
You did.
So yeah, okay, so it's there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy and paste everything here. This is ChatGPT 3.5. And look. That's it. You get it? Now, if you have ChatGPT 4, it's going to work out a lot better, but whatever. So, okay, let me do it here first. Let me do it here first. This is what I would say. Right here, I would copy these 2 things, and then I would go, please quote your sources. Please rewrite this and quote your sources below. And what I would do is I would take this and I would do it a little bit at a time. I would do it 2 paragraphs at a time. Now it's going to look something worthy of Samantha. This is ChatGPT 3. 4 would have did the first time. There you go. Boom. Fit. Yes, what I just did?
Yes.
Well, I didn't do it. ChatGPT did it. All right. Yeah, I get the point. All right. So here I am. Samantha, get ready in 30 seconds. I'm going to call this a Mexit news writing prompt. I wouldn't call it the. You can do it. You can custom it. There's enough here for you to use your own company and bless yourself. A Mexit news writing. You don't have to write. You don't have to be original. In my case, I love to write, so this is not an issue for me. But there you go.
Keywords. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Line app. Bam. Bam. Okay, now that writing prompt is completely in lineup for you. Okay, go ahead, Samantha.
It was actually more of like 2 different things, but I was thinking,
you give it to
me. Is there like any meetings you guys have for Mexit News specifically, or for like working on that stuff? I know a while ago you were talking to some people about the social media like impact side of it, and obviously they have to do with each other a lot. I was wondering if there was like other than like regular posts like from us specifically, is there anything like I can do to help with the like LinkedIn and stuff like that? I wanted to, I don't know if I could help with that.
No. First off, you're already a great help, so I appreciate you there for sure. Grace, do me a favor, start a Mexit News group and line it. Those names I had
some suggestions for the Mexit site and for a couple of the things in like LinkedIn and stuff like that. And I didn't know if there was a way to like, if there was like already a social media team or anything like that.
Nah, we're gonna drop it right on you. As soon as we set up this group, it starts officially and we in it. We start today. Yep.
Okay.
I've always been waiting for it to get organized as well. Anyway, well, it's been organized. I started it just for me, but then it was
I
just
just
me.
know that like the LinkedIn and probably other of the like social media pages can be like how everyone can post on the blog site, like more people can post on the like company's LinkedIn. We can use, do more on the LinkedIn to like drive the traffic as well.
Right.
Because LinkedIn is
Absolutely.
huge for
Huge for
article
that
connection. So.
Yeah, and of course I would want it on Density 6 though, like on the Density 6 LinkedIn. Absolutely.
Exactly. So I was like, I
Yep.
know you can do like shared admin for like posting and doing stuff like that to like bring more.
So put Ina, make sure Ina's in that group. Ina, be ready to work out that LinkedIn stuff she's talking about so people can post. Absolutely. Get it all. I want it all done today. Yeah.
Okay, I got a question.
No, if you're on fire, I want to hit that fire. I want to hit that fire.
I didn't know if there was already like something somebody was doing, and I don't want to like.
You ain't stepping on nobody's toes. If they toes get stepped on, they should have had the idea before you did. They'd be all right.
Let me know and I help out as
No,
much as
see, ain't gonna let you know. It's gonna get known in this group right now. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all. I just got some
now.
ideas. I wanted to help whoever was working on it.
Now we running this right now. You hear me? Plan of action. Now, this is your fastest way to all of y'all living in comfort in my tides on the beach. This is the fastest way to Pastor Tony to say, babe, don't go to work no more. We don't want that no more. This is the fastest way.
Mm-hmm.
This is 100% the fastest way, and it's non-labor intensive. Few people do the work, other people share the statuses. Non-labor intensive. And it benefits the exposure of density 6, for God's sake. All right. There you go. All right, Grace is doing that. Sandra, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Ebony, you look kind
You're
today.
never sorry. You're amazing, and you already know who I think you are. So, well, no, you are. You kind of answered my question, so I think I'm straight. I'm gonna try to figure out how I'm supposed to be doing it.
I can dig it.
And me, for Sandra,
I got you.
the tugboat operator. I
got you.
A lot of things is just like, okay, well, wet, put wet. So yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it though.
All right.
Thank you.
Already. Is MP still here? I got that. So I have the $250,000 deal, y'all, is Inner Circle. I got it done. It's Inner Circle because that was the original price for Inner Circle anyway. So we'll the sales team will get together. Y'all will be selling Inner Circle for $250,000. Yeah, so we'll get it together. I'm contacting somewhere right now with Yahoo and Forbes and all this stuff right now because that's part of it. But we'll talk in a little bit. We're talking a little bit. All right, that seems to be good. That seems to be well. We'll let go. Grace, did you connect this group? Did you fix this group?
Yes, sir. You should have gotten a notification.
I like your little sign up in there, Grace. You did well. Okay. At Ina.
Would like to get the recording too, because I want to go back and listen to some of the stuff because it went over my head.
Fair enough. That's fair. That's fair. At Ina, do whatever. At Samantha is asking for the LinkedIn, which is around admin access to post. All writers I have approved should have such access. And Samantha, I am going to want a business system built around how many times y'all posting a day on there, because it should be 200 posts per day. There you go.
I didn't want to interrupt you. I also was like thinking of besides connecting like that type of audience with the Mexit site, like just growing presence on LinkedIn in general, like like reposting other, content, like to just draw off other people's pages and crowds kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't have much of a problem with that. But when it comes to density 6 reposts and stuff, you need to think more like Apple. What would Apple repost?
Yeah, definitely. Like
There you go.
like anything from like tech, like big news in the tech
There you
industry,
go.
like
I want stuff like
and
that.
that's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
like so
yeah,
like
yeah.
pages that the company follows and kind of just like feeding off of their audience by reposting some like high quality content that they've done.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
We can
So I
definitely
just want
do
to
that.
make sure that that kind of thing would be okay, or how we want to like go about that.
Right. And then definitely, obviously, me reposting whatever D6 is doing because my page is crazy popular. And so me
Yeah, yeah.
reposting it, yeah.
Obviously, like that's what I mean. Maybe,
Mhm.
maybe as like the Mexit News team, like maybe like one person should have a job on like kind of like how many things they do to draw traffic, like posting wise, like not posting our own stuff, and then someone else is in charge of kind of
Okay, so
purely
let's have
that kind of
you
thing,
right.
like
Let's have
purely company stuff. And then,
so Ina, can you meet with Samantha today?
sorry,
And
that's too, I just was just
girl,
going off.
I've been waiting on the Samantha. You hear me? You ain't bothering me. I had this whole meeting for Samantha. You is not bothering me. Ina, but what I want is give me a write-up today. Let me tell you why I do things like this. Everybody has ideas. Only the people willing to execute them will write them up. I've been doing this a long time to know the difference between the two.
So do you mean like the 200 posts a day? You mean workout a dynamic we can like get to that number of posts while doing like a couple of different things to draw?
And assign people roles, who's going to do this,
Okay.
who's
Yeah,
going to
that's
do
exactly
that.
what I was thinking.
Absolutely. Who's resharing? Well, everybody resharing this? Absolutely. Absolutely. And look, y'all clap for Samantha. She single-handedly just got y'all salaries. Just not that fast. Just that fast. There you go. All right, Samantha, you in charge.
Thank you,
too.
Samantha. Thank you.
I can't put Ina in charge because she's in charge of too much. So you's in charge of this. I'll tell you that right now. So you're gonna be in charge. Ina, I need you to make sure y'all had a meeting. Send me a good write-up. Do you need me to stay in line that group? Yes, you in there. Put Deanna in there too. And make sure Ron mentioned he wanted to write. In fact, Ron, all your stuff should be about athletics, to be honest with you. All your stuff should be about athletics, right in your department. Yeah, for sure that. Right in your department. Good. But Anne Marie needs to be in there due to the fact that because she's about to explode up with her stuff. And she's already this is marketing, and I want her in there, part of marketing. And she already got Mexit News access. All right. Good. That was it. That was worth the 13 extra minutes. Well, we actually went over 13 minutes, but we was actually done a long time ago. But that was worth it. That was absolutely worth it. Outstanding. Outstanding. All right. Ina, you put these replays up almost immediately now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. Yes, I do, but
No, that's right. Because this was Secrets of Success, and we need help over there with Secrets of Success, right?
no, I'm doing that. No, I'm doing that. It's not a problem.
No,
I'm thinking about today, but it's today. Yeah.
Well, no, it is. Well, okay, yeah, it's not a problem, but you still need help, though. Remember, I thought I had this.
Yeah. I'm looking with Renee's for that. So we have had our meeting and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got several people that have already asked me privately, hey, can you send me this replay today?
I will work on that problem. I'll work on that problem. I need 2 people scheduling posts with Grace. If y'all want money, I need 2 people scheduling posts with Grace, and I don't want anybody in Rainmakers right now, except for
I'll be one, Miss Grace.
there you go. I need two. You got access to hero codes.
I'll be 2. I know how to do it. So yeah, I'm good.
Perfect. Anne Marie. There you go. Anne Marie and Ebony. Grace, you know the formula. Post once a day for blah blah blah. You already know what I'm going to want to do. I'm gonna want
Oh.
once a day for a year. I mean, not, excuse me, one time, repeat every year because we want to have so many articles up.
Oh, okay.
One every 365.
Oh, it only, well, keyword post only goes up to 60 days.
One every 60 days
Okay.
for a year. Yep.
Okay.
For each
For
article.
for each, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Okay.
Yeah, for each article. So we should have, so that should be 2,815 times 60 times 1 is what that should be.
Question.
Mhm.
Wait a minute, I had it in my head. Oh, which pages? I know your
Good
fan
question.
page,
Good
not
question.
the fan club page, but your fan page,
My
your Facebook
LinkedIn,
page,
my
your LinkedIn.
Facebook page,
Yep.
density 6 in itself.
Okay.
My LinkedIn, my fan page, and density 6 in itself. Just those three
Gotcha.
pages. Good job. Oh no, Mexican News has a page too, and Mexican News. Mexican News has a Facebook page. Yeah, we can now revitalize that. There you go. So let me repeat that so you can write it down. Mexican News, density 6, and LinkedIn, Antonio LinkedIn, Antonio Facebook page. There you go. And just for y'all to see what that looks like. Remember, we got to get 1 billion impressions, Semigola. So when you say, so the 2, 3, stupid. Meeting controls, 2, bam. So the goal is for every year, by the end of year, well, let's say end of year 1. Okay, by the end of year 1, there should be, so by December 31st, there should be 41,000 articles posted. 41,000 articles posted. You don't necessarily have to write that down as I am posting it into the chat. By the end of year 2, there should be 82,000 articles posted into the chat. Just so we're clear, from my posting alone, what it's when from Anne Marie and Ebony, that's all going to go on channels that have my audience on it. That's what I'm calling my posting. So that's going to be at the first year 41,000, 62 times 60, because it's going to repeat every 60 days. So that's not right, Grace. Every 60 days. How many times 60 go into 365? How many times 2 months go into 12? 6.
Like 6.
So 4,000, yeah. 4,000, 41,000, 0.62 times 41,000, 0.62 times 6 times 1. I just did it to show my work for all the math teachers. I didn't show my work too. It's 200. That means every article a year would be displayed. Oh, excuse me. That means those 40,000 articles should be displayed 246,372.
Question. Are we only doing one article every day? I mean, one, yeah, like one every day?
No.
That's what you're saying?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get to. Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's going to be however many we post, actually, you're going to go through all the pages, everything on all 3,000 that's already on. So you're just going to keep going. Right. Remember how we used to do it? You could keep going down until you run out.
Right. Oh, what I'm saying is, I'm sorry, maybe I didn't say it. Hold on, I don't think I said it right. So let's say we start today. Am I doing one article for today?
No. Why? I would never tell you to do that though.
That's what, okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like, how many articles should we? Because I know I have to train. Well, Anne-Marie knows.
200 articles a day. So let's redo the math now. 200 articles a day. 200 articles a day. That is non-negotiable. 200 articles a day. Because CNN is posting 200 times a day. That's where I got my number from. No, I got it right here. 41,062. times 200 times 6. Now there's your freaking billion.
Okay, so what you're saying is I'm doing 67, Ebony doing 67, and Anne Marie's doing 67.
If that's the way I want to split up the load, I have nothing to do with that. It makes sense to do that.
Okay.
You get it? It makes sense to do that. That's we would need. It makes sense to do that. Yes, the answer is yes. That's a load though. You get what I'm saying? This is why. This is of no one's fault. I guess you could blame it my fault. This is why the marketing team was so important, because if those people would have done it, you know what I'm saying, or would have did it, then Anne Marie's job would be a lot easier. But I had to move around that. You get what I'm saying? I had to move around that. That just is what it is. It's not. And we could blame me, but it is what it is. 67 is not hard, but 67 is an arduous task. You get what I'm saying?
And are we gonna split up times? Like Ebony does mornings, I do afternoons, Grace does evening, like so we're not
That's good.
posting at the same times? Okay.
That would
All right, so I'll do evenings. Does that work?
Okay.
For you guys?
Yeah.
All right. Write it down in the line app, Grace. Anne Marie
Okay, cool.
evenings. Ebony could be mornings, I suppose, or whatever. I don't know. You and Ebony decide.
Emily, and she just said she's gonna do afternoon.
Afternoons, you got mornings. Simple as that. Grace used
Sorry,
to
do
do
we mean afternoon mornings for Mexit or for
Mexit. No, excuse me, for 24 hours a day. For 24 hours a day.
Because
the
I mean,
actual
if it's that many, like, I mean, shouldn't we be splitting it up throughout the day more, like, so not all of one author is like, I mean, you're gonna, sorry, do you mean like posting all of them at the same
All
time
of
in the evening?
No. So it's still going to be 200 over a 24-hour period. And that's not going to be the only post. That's just a Mexit post. That's
Right. I just didn't know if you guys meant like when she meant like post in the evening, like only in the evening kind of thing.
Well, she means only in the evening for her, because another person will do only in the morning for them. Another person will do only in the afternoon, for a totality of all 3-day blocks of the day totaled off.
Yeah, so I don't do 9 a.m. and Ebony does 9 a.m. Grace does 9 a.m. Then it's just too much that way.
Right. You'll see that this is in this particular case, this is one of those organic guerrilla marketing things that I do very well. So in Grace will give you plenty, because you got the know-how already, but you'll see how we do all this massive organic reach. Because in between there, all those posts are going to be get this game. So we're going to do a lot of selling, but we can't sell because nobody wants that. But when we're the resource that everybody wants to have, then there's nothing wrong with having a sales post in between all that stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Plus, you have to respect the fact that the algorithm is going to show people content based on their behavior. So while Anne Marie may post something on Thursday at 1 a.m., if it's someone that doesn't log on often, they'll wind up seeing it 30 days from now. This is why that 60-day repeat is there, because the algorithm has its own way of working. But I'll save that conversation for right now. Hey, Grace, think out loud.
Oh, I'm trying to do math in my head of from midnight to noon. How many, like, space it out? 67 articles.
But I don't need it spaced out. Don't need it spaced out. I don't need it spaced out. I do not need it spaced out. I know what y'all. It's not going to work because we're posting 1,000 times a day. What you spacing out? What you spacing out?
Oh, okay. It's okay. Okay.
You're posting 1,000 times a day. What y'all spacing out? It's like putting cologne on funk. What you covering up?
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, there's no need to space out. It's
All
just
right. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. I just want to get this correct. So what they're posting is what the articles that we are writing.
This is correct.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yep. No, that's correct. That's why but here's the deal. If we don't write, what's going to end up happening is they're
They
going
won't
to
have.
run out of post.
You got it.
We've done this before, right? And
Yep.
Grace was like, we've done this before. We've done this before.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that straightened out, that the people that are posting right now aren't the people that are writing the articles. They're getting the articles that are out there right now so that it gets shown to everybody, so that it gets posted in places that we need it posted.
This is correct. This is
Okay.
absolutely correct.
Okay.
So
Okay, I got a question
Yep.
about that. Okay, so when I see the post, am I doing it right? Because I love them, I read them, and I think I share them. Do I share them?
You do share. You actually do better than most people. You don't just read, you share, you comment. Each post has a
Okay.
so
Okay.
yeah, there's a
I wanted to make sure I was doing it right, because I get stuck, and when I read it, I'd be like, "Oh wow, that is good," and I go back and read some more. But I want to make sure that I'm not leaving. You know what I mean? Okay.
No, for sure.
Thank
There's
you.
a point system in social media algorithms, and there's a point system, and I'll spare y'all the details. But so just so y'all see, CNN 10 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago, 53 minutes ago, 56 minutes ago. I can keep going if you want me to, but I don't need to. Don't take your knowledge on what these big companies are doing. CNN is giving you this news. You're going to take this news, Pastor Tony, one way or the other, is what CNN is saying. And Fox News is louder than CNN, by the way. And that's their Facebook page. They ain't got nothing to do with their website. The website is bananas. So no, you don't have to space out. You what you're doing is what Anne Marie said. You're dividing the day, so y'all brains don't have to think so much. Okay, I got morning. I don't have to, because the more you going, okay, I did this one at this time. Don't do all that.
That's a big help.
Don't do all that. Don't do all that.
Yeah, I don't like to think either, so that's why.
I don't like thinking. Yeah.
I don't either. That's why I was trying to. Yeah, I don't need that.
Let's go the easiest way. What's the easiest way to do this?
Yeah,
Come up with these articles through ChatGPT.
Someone may use ChatGPT to write, and someone may. Samantha writes with her hand. Like many. I think everybody just about writes. Dion writes. I just gave an option. I just gave an option because I don't mind AI generated articles, because at least it's unbiased for the most part. Yeah, for the most part. So I don't mind.
Can I say one more thing?
You can say plenty. I'm not bothered.
Sorry.
No,
just because everyone was so concerned about the scheduling, I think what I was trying to say not exactly what I meant. Because on the WordPress site, you can schedule your posts to be published when you don't even have to touch the computer, kind of thing. So I would meant more of like, I don't feel like there should be an entire time where one person posts a ton of stuff of their own. Like, I mean, even just like breaking it up. So you say like at the hour and 15 minutes, every hour, your posts are going to go through. And then at my half an hour of every hour, all my posts are going to go through. So it's like once an hour, a whole different kind, like all of our posts will go through, and it'll kind of roll. So there won't be so much of similar stuff happening at the same time, I guess.
No problem. I have no problem with that happening. Doesn't bother me one bit. Yeah, doesn't bother me one bit. Just when I post it just be, I ain't scheduling a bam, get that.
Yeah, but I know if they're talking about writing, mass amounts of their articles to prep for posting them all at the same time, it might make it easier to have like just a scheduled time that's already all set up, and then you don't even have to, you can work on the next day's stuff while that stuff posts for you, basically.
Yeah, no, you got a solid point. And then now, just to catch everybody else up, we're talking about two different posting now. She's talking about posting on WordPress. versus posting on social media. That's why she came
Yes,
out.
sorry, I was just talking about the writing.
Yeah, I'm just catching everybody else up. Yeah, so just come up with a posting schedule then. That's fine. Just come up with a post schedule, and y'all will be able to see it in the back. You'll be able to see what's scheduled. Just do that. Just come up with that. Now, y'all, it's gonna be y'all job. This meeting went over not because they're talking about stupid stuff. They're talking about your salaries. They're excited about working hard for your salaries. That's what's happening here.
Antonio,
Yes, ma'am.
is our job now with them doing the post to just share their post? I'm kind of confused from where we started at the beginning and where we are now. I just want to make sure I do the right thing.
No,
Are
just
we
when
just to go there and share?
both, and if you see it on social media, share. If you go to Mexican News, copy a link and then repost on your page. Both, and
Go to Mexit News and repost those on our own page. But
That's
then
correct.
whatever I see of theirs, share them to our page.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't that the same thing in a different format or?
Yeah, absolutely. Same thing, different format.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, same thing, different format. Good to go. So yeah, I get it. This is, and watch that number. I'll send daily reports. That number will continue to go up, continue to go up, continue to go up. It is what it is. It is what it is. No more continue to go up. That's our job. That's our goal. We don't have another goal. There shouldn't be another goal. Semi-Golan needs whatever he needs. That's the goal. To buy whatever y'all want to buy. As for me, it's real estate, but I don't know what y'all want to buy. You get what I'm saying? But there you go.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So I know that y'all are taking care of the book, the Rewired the ATS way.
Right.
Right? Okay.
Yeah,
My question is,
okay.
I know that everyone here does something different, right? But we're all on the same team. It's all going towards the same goal, right?
Right. So just so you see, Sandra, look at the screen real quick, Sandra. There go your stuff right there.
Okay. Okay.
Right there.
So according to, because I know you got into it. So according to that, I want to be able to do what you're talking about now with the Mexit News.
Okay.
But I want to be able to have what everybody does. Am I making sense? What everybody does here that makes the difference of why ATS is so important for people to look at and seek out, because you rewired my life. Abuse is gone. You understand what I'm saying? It's like it's gone, and there are people there that are like me that don't know how this works. They don't know how this works. They don't know how to get out. So being rewired, I want them to know that there's a place. Can you write articles about people that are on this team that are making a difference?
Absolutely. That's the answer to that question is absolutely. I write all different kind of articles for that very reason you're talking about. My articles tend to be master classes, due to the fact that I'm using a bit of strategicness, 4-day laws of power, 33 treasures of war, plus just adding diversity to what we're doing. Just to what
Thank you, because I know I don't know how to word it.
You don't have to.
I know that.
Yeah,
but I know
don't understand you.
What has been done. I know what has the impact. It's like a crater, you know what I mean? And I know people need that because I was there on the outside, and I I know the difference. I
Now,
know.
yeah, so if you click Connected Life, you'll see a bunch of stuff like that when Deanna is writing about things, you know, of health and wealth. There's a whole self-help section as well, to where a lot of things are being done in that way. I will tell you that I would like far more of that, and you just reached me to do far more, so that will happen for sure. That will happen for sure. And then I typically write master classes that are on the level of what John Oliver would do or something like that on purpose, because there's a level of prestige as well that I want the company. I have a vision for the company to be a leader, a tier 1 leader in news. So all those things need to be there. Anything that helps the middle class get passed. No politics. Don't need it. We don't need it at all. Don't need it. So yeah, Sonia, I will absolutely add more of that for sure. For sure. For sure. I'll absolutely add more of
God
that.
bless.
Yep, thank you. Thank you. All right, let's yes. Y'all clap for Sandra real quick for me, and then we'll end this call.
Nice.
Y'all got y'all marching orders. The Mexican group has already started. I can see the grant group has already started. I can see that. I can see everything's working. Everything's working. I'll post in. If you did subscribe to the book club is getting ready to start and stuff. You have to check your spam, and you have to I got 2-party verification on. So until you accept that, then you're not really in the database. Wrapping this up, great questions, Samantha. Great leadership. Obviously, keep doing it. There's no reason why we won't be the leaders in news. It's just math. Go ahead, Phil. I just saw you on mute.
On Mondays, we've got the fifth agreement in the morning. We're studying that. We're about wrapping that up. And then the evening, wins and challenges. And then Tuesday night, we've got keynotes. So just reminding people of the things we got coming up.
Yes, sir. So we got the keynotes, everything he just said. Okay, we got all of that stuff. So make sure y'all get on that. And today's a busy day. Like I have an 11 o'clock with who was Douglas? Who's Douglas? Was that you, Mike?
That's MPs.
MP?
Yeah, that's Mike.
All right. So Douglas is very happy. He has his entire outline. I got 11 o'clock with him. So 22 minutes from now, I'll be on the phone with Doug. I nurture y'all leads more than you know. I talk to y'all people every day, or just about. Yeah.
I told
Okay.
him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I talk to y'all people all the time. And Douglas had a question, not even about his book. He has an esoteric question. So I'm on the phone with him for an hour, just answering his question. It has nothing to do with sales whatsoever. It has nothing to do with his book. But that's what you do with leads. You nurture them, right? So I have 11 o'clock with him. Then I got a 1 o'clock with Mike, with another person or his stuff. And then just so on and so on. We're super duper duper crazy busy. The tech team, especially the candid people, are now taking YouTube lessons while I can. It's kind of in a in a state of me not being able to be there right now, but it's going to help them greatly to understand and have fun, because what we're building is actually fun, but if you don't know it, it's not fun, because it's like you feel stupid, and we want you to feel fun, not stupid. We want you to feel fun, not stupid. Last thing I want to say, everybody look at Semigola. I always say la. Semigola. Look at Semigola. He is the leader of Candid. He is. And I think this is his first time leading a project. I believe so, right? First time leading a project. I'm going to do 25 sessions out front. So, just let him. And then after that, 26 is on him. Sink or swim. All right. He gonna sink or swim. It's gonna be that, but it's gonna be plenty. He's gonna have it. And the good thing about this is everybody's gonna be able to lead, because we're trying to build up your resume. And then most important than that, any mistakes that we make, we're gonna stand by them. Period. We gonna stand by mistakes. Trust me. I've been running this company since 1996. I have found 1996 ways to mess up per day. Just so we're clear. 1,996 errors a day. I just don't make the same errors. They're always new errors. I typically learn from my mistakes, Pastor Tony, but I find these other ones. I'd be like, how else can I mess this up? I do that because that's the whole point of ambition and leadership and trailblazing. You can't be a pioneer. Like where we go, there are no mentors out there. I don't have no guides. So I'm getting beat up in the face by the universe. So shout out to Semigola. He is the leader. He is, what are you, 22, 20, 22? 24? 24, building a groundbreaking technology that has never existed before. And he's going to be the team lead, and he's going to get a lot of credit. That's what you do when you're in the power to do so. You let people win and shine with you. All right. You can't play better. You can't dominate. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll be talking to Mike at not Mike, Mike's person at 11. Thank y'all so much for the extra time. Going on out there and be happy and stuff. Be loud in the D6 group because there are other programmers who are not here that need to hear that we ain't just BSing. You know what I'm saying? Not just programmers, so there are other people that are not here that need to hear that. Be loud. Be not afraid. Okay? Be not afraid to say, okay, we think we got it. Because there's absolutely nothing stopping us from getting ad money when we're already getting it. All right, y'all.
Grace.
Love you.
Hi, Grace.
Love
I
you
sent
more.
you a message. Please read it.
Oh,
Please read it,
Miss
Grace.
Okay. Well, Antonio, since Miss Janice is not not in the as an employee of the company, she wants to know. I know it's private, but it's not bad. She wants to know
She's
everything
never
that's
bad.
going on with D6 because she wants to see if there's something she wants to do. So I didn't.
Okay. She's already done one thing because she has
Okay.
1,000 shares in D6. So she's already done one thing already.
Woo,
Yeah,
hallelujah.
yeah. Yeah. So she's already did that. So
Okay.
she's got
Yeah.
a nice check
Right.
coming as soon as one of these
So
things work out.
Miss Janice,
Yeah.
Miss Janice, you hadn't received any emails from Antonio because he
No.
sent it to the employees of Density 6. That's why. So yeah, yes,
Gotcha.
ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah,
I'm hearing
no,
him saying he's sending emails. I'm like, where's
no,
mine?
I got you. So
Okay, gotcha.
have grace. You're gonna get your email by the end of the day.
Okay.
So you can be a part of so you can see everything, so you can see how your shares is increasing. How about that? That's what we did.
I
There
love
you
money.
go. So I know that's right.
Me
So
too.
Grace, write that down so she can get an email so she can see all that stuff going on. Yeah, remember back in the day I offered that once in a lifetime opportunity. So she should get a big lump sum check in a little bit. All
Yes.
right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Keep it up. I know whatever negativity is out there, but that ain't got nothing to do with us. That's nothing to do with us. Okay, nothing to do with us. Have fun. If you feel pressure, you're supposed to, because we doing something that ain't never been done before. Pressure's good. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Let's blow up these chats.
Love you.
Love you more.
Love you more.
More.
Love you.